So there's a lot that we have to get done. AJ is sweeping off the crab pot trailer because we have 125 crab pots at the marina and they need to make it to the yard. First order of business is to go hook this trailer to this truck, which is way too small for the trailer. Take it down the road, go get that trailer totally full of crab pots, bring it back here, and then we have to find a place to put the crab pots. Getting them here is the easy part. Finding a place to put them all, that's gonna be the hard part. Went crabbing and have left the yard in sort of a mess. And now that it's time to put the crab pots back up in the yard, there's a lot of mess to clean up in a very short time frame because I'm getting married. I have been busting my butt to make as much money as I can so that when I get married here at the beginning of October, I can be done crabbing about 3 weeks early. I have crabbed into November, usually the first and second week of November. The last 8 years I've crabbed, I've been working 100+ hours a week for the entire spring, summer, and now fall. It feels really, really, really wrong to leave crabs out there. I'm so wore out, and I wanna go spend some time with my new bride. The last thing that we need to do is get this yard ready to put the rest of the crab pots up. The weather has also not been cooperating with us. It's gonna blow nor'easter for like the next week, which is the week I'm supposed to be picking up gear and put it back in the yard. So we'll see how that goes. So I have a stack of new crab pots. I might leave these here so we can work on these early next spring. All these crab pots, which are actually to sell, these are all old ones, stuff I don't feel like messing with. This truck actually does run still, so we gotta see, is there still ants in there? There was a bit of an ant problem. They were living under here. Oh, nice, we're good, no ants. We're gonna have to move all the rest of this crap somewhere. These pots gotta go to the dump. Those pots gotta go gone through and figure out what I'm gonna keep and what I'm gonna get rid of. And I have to get this forklift running because I don't wanna box it in here. We gotta move the truck cap and that cooler and a bunch of other junk. I know it doesn't seem like really a ton of work, but I tell you what, it's a lot of work because everything is heavy and everything just takes a while to move. You gotta move crab pots one at a time. So there's 100 over there, you gotta pick them up and put them all down. So we got quite a bit of work to do. AJ is sweeping off the trailer. We're gonna hook that up. We're gonna take the trailer down and get it loaded with our first load of crab pots and then figure out the rest as we go because I don't really have a plan. How's it going? Trailer swept, beautiful. I'd rather not have these leaves blowing all over Mountain Road as I'm trying to go fill this super already sketchy trailer full of crab pots. When you're working with stuff that's a little sketchy, you don't want to throw up any more red flags than you got to. So sweeping the trailer, key thing to do. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the trailer is completely full of crabs and it's supposed to storm all weekend. So I have no idea how I'm gonna ever manage to sell these crabs. That thing locked in. Maybe hook them chains up, that might be helpful. If you don't have everything you need in your door card of your truck, oh perfect, you ain't no crabber. Here. System check, let's see. Brakes, nope, don't work. Wheels, they're on there. That's stable. Lights, they're there. AJ, hit the brakes. Nice, they don't work at all. These things were giving me crap in the spring, I think, and was like, yeah, that'll be a fall problem. And now here we are. So what's up with that one? Oh, good. Oh, a little bit of water, huh? Yep. Oh, well, that looks fine. All right, cool. So this one works. We're halfway there. Well, you know what? For this trip, I think maybe one's better than nothing. Nah, we'll get it fixed. We'll fix it. We're not gonna drive on the road with just one. Since we're going down to the boat, we're gonna bring all these barrels. This is what the line goes in. Take them with us. These are, I guess, just extra lines I got. I don't like this thick line. I've been using thinner line, but apparently there's things growing in them too. I'm really hoping that we can pull off this whole pulling the gear out of the water thing by my deadline. Couple factors here. The weather has not been nice, so we're very limited on the days we can work. I also would like to sell some more crabs and make a little bit more money in the next couple weeks. And I need crabs for my wedding party on the 7th. If you don't have crabs at your own wedding party, wedding reception, you ain't no crab. See how many of them are still in the back of the truck by the time we make it there. What do you think? Think we're gonna have them all? Yeah, me neither. That's why we bring extras. want me to get out of the way? Nice. All right, we got the truck loaded up. Arguably the world's safest trailer and best built and most reliable. Another problem that I was not counting on today, the boat, the one I got up off the bottom, may end up on the bottom again if we don't pull it out of the water, because it's supposed to blow like 50-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow and rain a few inches. And AJ might have to power wash it. Right, AJ?
No.
All right, Operation Get the Boat Out before it sinks again. Check this thing out. This thing is nice. Paddy wagon here, buddy. It is built for comfort, though, I will say. Let's see, is it gonna start? Mint. Weirdly, this thing has a really good turning radius. It's kind of cool. Here she is, the sinking feeling. She looks even better than I remember it when I saw it just yesterday. See you on the other side. Man, that is a good looking van. Son of a gun. Oh, well, I don't know how I'm gonna get out on there. She looks good underneath. Look at that. There's so much crap on it, you can't even tell we had to repair the lower unit. It's mint. And the bilge pump works, which is incredible. Oh, spoke too soon. Just a minor amount of water in there. Don't look so excited. Dang, she looks good. Looks good as used, AJ. Yep. Now we gotta get John's boat out. As much as I love getting boats up off the bottom, I'd rather not have to do it while it's like raining sideways. Nailed it, perfect. We got both the boats out. Crab pots are back here. We made it. Didn't get arrested. We gotta go through this pile of crab pots because there's a bunch of good ones and a bunch of ones that I want to retire and sell. Oh, and I'm afraid if I let them sit here too long, they're gonna start growing into the ground. We're gonna go through these and then we're gonna start stacking the pots that we just pulled out back there. The thing is, the yard here is really narrow, so we need to start all the way at the back and then stack them all the way out because it's gonna take up all of this space all around here. All right, all those pots are moved. All the good ones are there. All the old ones are over there. We got to get rid of this pile, move this pile over here, and get the trailer in here. All right, we got to move these traps. You might notice these look a lot different than those. This is a massive 5-foot lobster trap my good buddy Jacob Knowles gave me. Check out his channel. He's got a ton of great videos. I'll tag him in the description. This is a lobster pot that he gave me to try down here, and I just haven't got a chance to do it yet, but they are heavy. I do not envy the crew that has to pick up those things and move them around. But I've seen guys my size and smaller break these traps over the rail single-handed. I would not want to be doing all that. We're gonna see if we can fit that trailer through that hole. What do you think? Possible?
Close.
Well, it was a little tight though.
Whoops.
Oh, I've done it now. That's not good. It's not good. That's an expensive mistake right there. All right, let's move this corner stack. First stack of pots in the yard for the year. We just have to do that 9 more times. That is 1/10 of the amount of gear that needs to be here in the next 2 weeks. Oh, got attacked by a plant. Just gotta go up the crab stand, sell some crabs. This weekend, we have a giant tropical storm coming through, so I have no idea if people are gonna buy crabs. I extended my Friday hours, and we are just gonna go and give it hell. It's going better than expected. We're giving away Molly's shirts. AJ's still here. He's doing all right. Been with me all day. Selling tons of crabs. We got the new merch out. Captain Boomy's showed up and is doing a spontaneous podcast, I guess. Lindsay's on the podcast. Very long day from 8 o'clock till 7 at the stand, and then by the time we got back, it was around 8:30. Tell you, AJ Good worker, man. That's a hard-working kid. He worked the whole day. And now, sitting in standstill traffic for the past hour and a half on Mountain Road. If you're from Pasadena, if you live on Mountain Road, you know, 3 to 5 times a year, you're gonna have a situation where you just can't get home because on a peninsula, there's one road on, one road off. And tomorrow, we just have the small task of selling about 2/3 of the crabs in a gale force tropical storm. It's been a long day. We got another one coming up tomorrow. Starts early. Keep grinding. Don't give up. Doing something I've never done before. And I'm quitting crabbing early this year. I've missed out on a lot of things because of crabbing in the past decade that I've been doing it, or 9 years I've been doing it. Can always make a little more money, but I've missed out on a lot of things that I kind of wish I hadn't. And you only get married once. It is what it is. I'm gonna pull out of crabbing and be done a little bit early this year so that we can really enjoy the wedding and our friends and family and each other. We are starting the process of pulling all the gear out. So that entails coming out, stacking pots on the roof, bringing them back, stacking them on the trailer, and then trucking them over to the yard and stacking them in the yard. It's a labor-intensive, lengthy process. You know, there is still some crabs in the pots this year where I'm at. It's not like I'm gonna be paying money to pull the pots out. It's really nice to still have some crabs in them so that there's still something to, you know, sell and make the money, so you're not just paying money to put them on land. So when we pick up, I haul the line up like normal, and all the line goes in the barrel for storage. Stack all the loops in order instead of dipping them in the tank and stacking them on the deck like we usually do. Matt or whoever's shaking just closes the pot up, doesn't put bait in it, and hands it right up onto the roof. With my little boat, like today, we're picking up 7 rows, which is 175 pots, which is like the maximum amount of gear I can fit on the boat in fair weather. If it gets rough, we can fit significantly less. But if we got 7 rows stacked, we're not going anywhere fast, that's for sure. Just had a tropical storm pass through, and it definitely beat up these crabs. I can tell it beat up the bottom too. With the way my lines are coming up, they're all twisted and buried up. All kinds of like trees and tree roots and old tires and old crab pots and stuff like that coming up on my line. Where I'm crabbing at, anytime it blows any kind of north wind or northeast or east wind, which it has been for the past week heavily, it really beats up the bottom there, especially when you get that tide surge. Working hard, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Hopefully at least he's watching my TikTok so I, you know, can at least make some of my money back on him. Well, we got another stack of 175. My intrepid crew here, Matt and AJ, hard at work, playing on their phones. Same thing I'm doing. Oh yeah, she stacked up high. Luckily we didn't have far to go. Now I gotta get this boat, that narrow little boat ramp, and I really can't see anything. Really, you kind of got to get it on an angle and then straighten it up. Just barely made it. That was tight. We have probably the nicest truck I own. The newly lettered BPS company truck here. She's mint. So the way that we unload pots off of the boat, I put the boat in the boat ramp, and then I just back my big flatbed trailer down the boat ramp into the water, and then we pull the boat until the rack touches the trailer, and then unload right off of the boat. I knew the bearings on the trailer didn't sound real good. I'm sure that's why. They got the piece of scaffolding, and use that once again as the slide from the roof down to the trailer. Worked pretty well so far. Well, we made it back to the yard with the first load of crab pots. My lights did fall off and bust out all the bulbs, so I have to go grab another set of lights and something to eat because we're starving. Yeah. These were in pretty good shape too. What you got there, AJ?
Oh, Swift.
Get nice. That was their #1 hit song you just played. It's a good thing I have like 7 crappy trucks. Be nice to have one that did it all. Oh yeah, going well. Got what I needed, but now my truck is overheating. That's awesome. The radiator is leaking, I guess. All right, so we got a new set of lights because my old ones, they still look pretty good, but I don't know. The cops did not think the same. So we're gonna have to replace them, but these wires aren't quite long enough, so we're gonna have to run this up underneath this trailer as far as we can go, and then cut and splice these into the new stuff. And I don't really have any connectors, but they give you these really crappy little connectors that I hate, but it'll get us down the road. It's better than no lights, I guess. All right, AJ, watch your head, bud, because this is kind of like those Navy SEAL training things or some kind of House of Horrors where, I don't know, somebody did some pretty good construction on this. Super safe. Safety was my #1 concern here. You got this. I got confidence in you. You're doing great. Don't sit up. Whatever you do. Spiders don't help either. Spiders are the least of your worries right now. Look at this dog. I can't catch a crab, but I caught a dog. It's not a real friendly looking one. Is that your dog, AJ?
Looks just about like it, but I don't think so.
I don't know, he doesn't look real friendly. I guess we ought to get him out of there. That's an angry looking dog, man. He's stuck. Whoa! All right, AJ, I need the dikes and I need the wire connectors.
Yes, ma'am.
Luckily, I've done this before. So we just gotta cut and match, hopefully, colors, and it will be close enough. Thank you. This feels wrong. This is brand new, but whatever. We've done it now. The fact that these trailer lights come with these little temporary vampire clips just let you know that nobody buying magnetic trailer lights is in a good spot. If you're at the point where you need to buy these, you are doing something illegal, or you need to get out of a sticky situation right now. So yeah, temporarily permanent fix, but that works for me. One of the edges I do have on most of the other crabbers is that I'm a child-sized man, so I can pretty much fit in any spot I want, and I fit in most bilges as well, but under trailers ain't nothing for me or AJ. Whoops. Green to blue. Perfect. If you ever go to buy anything and all the wiring is done with these, do not buy it. I promise. It's not a good fix, but it will get you out of a tight spot. And I'm definitely gonna leave these until they quit working. I'm not fixing that. That looks fine to me for now. Pull these ones. There you go. Let's see if it works. I'm giving it like a 80% shot, which is confident. We got one, but not the other. Huh. Oh, we got both. We got both. We're good. That's perfect. That's totally legal. Oh, that's a nice surprise. Look at that. I know you're not supposed to patch sidewalls, but I'm definitely doing that. That's not great. It's a big nail. All right, we have a tire patch kit. Good enough. So I have this in there because all these clips blew out and this thing will fly off. But if you jam the screwdriver in there just right, it holds it. This is probably a bad idea because part of me is like, it's not broke, don't fix it. But the other part of me can see bubbles coming out, so I guess it is broke. Oh my God, that's a big one. Oh no, not good. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. It looks kind of fine. It's kind of okay, actually. Sure. I think we leave these hanging. Yep. It's a little extra rubber, you know? That was a big one. 6-penny nail right there, buddy. We now have another issue. There's no water in the radiator. We couldn't find any water. We did find some gasoline. So we're just gonna put gasoline in the radiator and see if that works. Throw that in the back of the truck. We might need that. I have a bad feeling we will. I'll tell you how to fix the sound of a bad wheel bearing. Perfect. We're looking good so far. Well, we made it, and the radiator is definitely leaking, but it's retaining enough fluid to get us there. Hopefully it's gonna get us back as well. We'll see. See, that is a good worker right there. That kid is 16 years old, and he busts his tail. And instead of sitting around while I'm doing something else, waiting for me, he's putting crab crates on the boat, ready to go crabbing tomorrow. That is a good worker. That is something that's really hard to find these days. When you have help like that, you really try to take care of them, keep them around. I'm low-key hoping he wants to work for me for a while. Maybe he can run that boat one day. Boy, if that is not a handsome rig, I don't know what is. We put air in the tires, we patched the tires, we put hose water in the radiator. We're good to go. Now we gotta take crabs to Jimmy's Seafood. So they really are my crabs when you order them online. They come out of the trailer, well, we come off of the boat, out of the pots, off of the boat, into the trailer, into bags, and then we hump them up to Jimmy's, and they steam them, ice them, ship them, same day. It don't get any fresher or labor intensive than that. It's definitely the hard way to do it, but I wanted them to be actually my crabs, so they are. Jimmy's Famous Seafood. Get the good people their crabs.